It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got CeeDee Lamb. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Bulls and the Vikings, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Bulls of Houston. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 76 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And here's Andrews throwing to start the drive. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 new... There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Trey Tucker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bulls will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Going for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gilmore. This one brought in by Jefferson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give up the middle to Akers. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Gilmore. That is incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gilmore. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Andrews now on 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Andrews. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries and 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them.
And rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. To throw on 2nd down, Gilmore. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Gilmore. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out comes Houston. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down. Gilmore. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Gilmore. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. A try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bulls are able to add on to that lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Pushing his way through. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. In motion right is Addison. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. Escapes the defender. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Cam Akers, 25 yards. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Houston set to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt the...
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they're running out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worked this up yet, but ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. But the man is Osborne. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. J. Osborne, 50 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 28-24 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter?
Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on a diving effort. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start
under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gilmore. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That's a nice play.
Andrews on 1st down. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Andrews throwing on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw. Andrews. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Bulls have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Vikings get a bit closer. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Houston's offense taking over again. Everything going right for them so far in this first half. They get another 2 points on the safety. Now they get a chance to build their lead out even further here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10.
There defensively.
To throw again, Andrews. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Andrews. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. To throw is Andrews on 1st and 10. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Andrews. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Andrews. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
12 yards. It's 3rd and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Quickly to Addison here. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off play action. Gilmore. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And here's Andrews on 1st down. This one caught by his tight end Oliver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Andrews now throwing on 1st down. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Bulls are able to stretch out their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
First down, Vikings.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw. Gilmore. And he's got his man on the out route. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now, despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first.
No gain on the play. It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Andrews on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Andrews. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Andrews on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. To throw is Andrews. Throwing on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Trey Tucker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bulls take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Looking to throw on second down. Gilmore under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gilmore. And the pressure gets to him again. Hassan Reddick. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Andrews. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Andrews. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Andrews. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Over the middle, complete. It's Oliver. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Back to throw. Andrews. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Oliver, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bulls have opened the lead up to 30. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And here's Andrews on 1st and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect.
Touchdown! 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Back to throw again. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Andrews now on first down. Touchdown! Josh Oliver, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bulls will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Andrews from the gun, he'll throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
46-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Throwing on third and long. Gilmore. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the sixth time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come after this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be totally happy with their execution overall.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now Andrews throwing on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Gilmore. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. Houston's offense taking over again. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute
touchdown! Josh Oliver, 31 yards. And the Bulls are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To throw is Andrews. Operating from the gun. That's caught. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. Looks like one of the DBs has it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. If they got it, I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Back to throw now on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on second down, Andrews. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Andrews. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Now here's Andrews throwing on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And now out comes Minnesota. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gilmore. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Gilmore under pressure, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Looking to throw. Andrews. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people and their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gilmore. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. Houston's offense taking over again. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
First down, Gilmore. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, Gilmore. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go. Warriors 70.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw again. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw on second down. Gilmore. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Andrews now on 1st and 10. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. With a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friend